Hey guys, Vilisink back again with Raid Shadow Legends and a creaking door. Now this is Nightmare. I'm going to quickly do this because for some reason the team that worked for so long now does not work. Now let's clarify now, this team worked for a year, maybe longer. The only difference is I changed the speed for Nightmare, but in doing that there was a 5-star helm going in place of the 6-star one, but nonetheless this still worked for a year. You've seen videos now. It seems to mess up at some point. Now it could actually be the helm, it could be minor things that players have done, it could be minor changes to champions, or it could have just been, they felt sorry for me before, they let it run, but now they're not. So I figured we could, so it's on Nightmare, so we're going to go A2 to start with. We'll do this setup as we normally would, and in case I miss it, let's just see if we can figure out what actually goes wrong. Because on Nightmare it works. This has worked, and then the key after it hasn't worked, and then the key after it has worked, and then the key after it hasn't worked. So I do not know if it is the 5-star helm. Maybe I'm stupid and maybe it is, but I would absolutely love it if somebody that is quite good at clan boss and unkillable could potentially stick a comment down below. Because we're hopefully going to get the stomp where we need it to be. We take less damage on Nightmare, so that does sometimes affect things. But yeah, if anybody is very much clued up and you see an issue, please let me know about it. But because I really want to know, I want to kind of figure out, like, Brutal is a bit of a pain to set up as well. I have to manual till like turn 7, turn 9. But it's a shame because I do like to do multiple difficulties. That's why I changed the team. It's why I had to move gear around. I had to build champions, change master race, do all of the things that we love to do. So I would absolutely love to know if somebody looking at the clan boss or looking at my team figure out exactly what's going on. So everybody's full. A Coat Brawler being slightly lower on HP, but the Slam. Now let's watch it here, because normally around turn 9, turn 10, or about 10 million damage, I think I see Painkeeper normally on the ground, and I'm like in total disbelief. I can't believe I said like in a sentence. That's not good. Can't figure it out. If it is the helm, I may have to just get a 6-star helm, but like I say, it worked before multiple times. I've done multiple Nightmare keys in a row just to down it. So it's a bit of a mystery. So let's watch the run, and let's see if anybody can pick up maybe what I'm missing. You may be shouting at the screen or your phone later on the reason, and that's why I'm putting myself out there. I want to show you guys how it goes, because if it goes wrong, you may know exactly what's happening. And there's some little douchebag on a little hair dryer. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's just kinda like a hair dryer on steroids or PEDs. The stupidest little scooters, and they're just so dumb. They should be just shot for driving them. They're so annoying. Like an angry hair dryer, honestly. So we're still maintaining the stun. If this run does indeed work, I will be not shocked but surprised, because the last few days I've been having issues. I have been kinda thinking about doing certain things, but I would like to because I had to change it from just Ultra Nightmare. Maneater went from 253 to 240, 241. That's the speed he can be. Painkeeper had to go to 221. Everybody else, I think it's 175, 178, 179. Slow Boy is 111 to 118. Brutal and Ultra Nightmare and 121 for Nightmare. So that's kind of how the numbers are. So let's see if there is something that goes wrong here, because if there is something going wrong, I would love to catch it. Even if the run is a success, you may still see something that doesn't work, you know what I mean? So this is crack on. I love that retribution. That's shout out to the clan leader. I did change some master rays, and those counter attacks are pretty decent. So let's keep on going. At 11 million, turn count 14. So is it still going? Okay. We are still there. Let's see. I think something may be off with the buffs. I'm not sure. It might be. I have seen it, for instance, where you'll take a turn, or the healing from Painkeeper comes in, and multiple people maybe have the unkillable and block buffs up, when it should only be that one person, aka the slow boy. So I'm hoping this run kind of works out and you can all just listen to me ramble and look at some nice damage from Man-Eater, a Cult Brawler. But if something goes wrong, it was worth it in the long run. But so we're still working just now. So let's see if anything into the later stages of this fight goes wrong. So that's the unkillable up. Obviously we are all low HP. Brachus, I've actually noticed you can build him with like hardly any defense, because he has kind of a lifesteal thing in his kit, which means, yep, he heals himself all the time. We don't have to rely on being below 50% HP or whatever. So that's quite nice. My turn count 20, everything. Is it working? So that was appear, disappear. Let's go feign. So you go there, and then okay, a Cult Brawler took the stun again. Will this run be a success? It could go wrong at any minute, I'm not too sure. So he's practice down to one turn, so is Man-Eater. Feign goes to OB in a second. Okay, that's the counter attacks, I think. The retribution procking. I hope it is anyway. So 1, 2, go feign. So we need a Cult Brawler to take the damage here. He should be getting less HP overall, because it's a flat number we get from Painkeeper. But this is actually the last 2-3 days, as far as they've gotten. Granted, I haven't really done Nightmares like too much the last couple of days, just due to the issue. That's why I wanted to just record a run. And even if the run's a success, still, let's just see if there's anything people pick up that could potentially be the issue. Or, because I've told you, I can even show you the helm if you want afterwards. Is it potentially the 600 HP difference that heal makes? Will that actually be a hindrance to me? And if it is, I'm always up to taking any tips on the Unkillable. As you know, I've done countless videos on Unkillable, the old school clan boss teams, Nethril, Occult Brawler. I've used Eurogrim as well in a clan boss team, but he's just not the same. People don't mind him, but I had him pre-nerf, and I don't care he was better. I'm still not a fan of nerfing champions. You should buff champions. You shouldn't nerf champions. Because he's a void. Void have a responsibility to just be better. You know, that's why they are void, in my opinion anyway. Turn count 29. So we're actually progressing on. So let's see how this goes. Heal, who's getting stunned. Back to Occult Brawler. Combat Tactics, and now we're just going to go through the normal moves again. Yawning, pardon me. Now we're all low HP. The run might work. This might be one of the runs that are successful. If it is, I'll still show you the gear that I give Occult Brawler, and I'll show you the helmet swap for Ultra Nightmare and Brutal. All feedback is appreciated as always, and if I can help any one of you guys, I would love to answer a question or try and give you guys tips as well. That's why I do it, you know. Raid has one of the best communities by far. It's just a shame Plariums suck. You know, the game's good, the company that runs it, on the other hand, not so much. Not so much. We're at turn count 34, and we're still... Everything seems... Now this is kind of how it normally goes. So we've got past the point of where it normally goes wrong. So I think this might be a success. I think it might be. Well, it's good to be a success. We now need to just hope that we get past the one key. Because I've done 2 keys in Ultra Nightmare, which is 70273 or something for the top chest, and I have 7026. So effectively for like maybe like under 100k, 10,000 to like 100,000 damage, I have to do an Ultra Nightmare key for that damage. The top chest, which is actually incredibly funny. Went from 2 keying to just under a 2 key or over a 2 key. Very weird, with nothing changing in that team. So well, Painkeeper's still alive. That's a bonus. She's the person that will die. I'm trying to think if it's just Painkeeper or if sometimes OB dies, but he's always going to have that Unkillable on longer. So we're just hitting turn count 40 in a moment when everybody takes their turn. But the setup you've seen is the one I do all the time. That's how you kind of get this going. You just postpone the man eater for 1 turn. You do the Painkeeper's A3 to begin with, and then everything falls in sync. It's a different setup than you have on Ultra Nightmare and Brutal. But I think on this one, guys, we are on to a winner. Granted, it's took us 15 minutes to get here. I do love this team. I've worked on this team quite a bit. My clan leader would tell you the same. Before I joined the clan, it was just Ultra Nightmare, and it was maybe it was 2 key. I think we did videos before, but there was always the option that it varied. So we just need to get over, let's just try and get to 40 million. We hit 40 million, we've got a top chest, and we have a successful run. At the 15-minute mark, this is one of the longest keys you've probably seen. Some of you guys are watching, most likely, you may have like the affinity team or the buff extenders, ally attackers that are racking up damage way quicker. This is just the traditional unkillable budget kind of style. I do enjoy Brachus, he's just a fantastic damage dealer. These multi-hits are great. Attack up helps him. The attack up he gives my entire team help, which is why I called this team the Bracket Unkillable instead of the Budget. So it would really suck to remove Brachus. I do think he's just a fantastic champion. Being Force, it helps. 137 from Maneater, so he can pack a bit of a decent punch and all. And we have reached 1 key for Nightmare. And I believe you have a successful run. 100,000. A proc. There, nice. Slamming our Cult Brawler again. So it's probably a success, guys, but just to get feedback, it is potentially going, it's the helm, or it's maybe just the clan boss may crit at different times, you know, so therefore the amount of damage we take affects it, even though it shouldn't. Obviously all the HPs are set up to a certain point. My clan boss team, granted, have slightly higher HP, but it works. Like I say, it's worked for a year, worked for quite a long time now. So that was a success. Now I want to show you quickly the helm. 10 million Fane, 7 Maneater, a Cult Brawler 10, Brachus 9, Painkeeper 4. So a Cult Brawler, quickly, because this video is at least 17 minutes long. And we're having a Raid Lag Legends. So for Nightmare, we have this one here. This is the helm that we're putting on. If it loads up, come on, people do not want to watch me all day. And it's an okay helm, not a clan boss helm. But it's got 10 speed, and that puts me to 121 speed for Nightmare. If I'm doing Ultra Nightmare or Brutal, we go down. I should have just tapped on the top, so they'll be here for bloody years. Scrolling through all this fucking gear. I should have known. Come on, Vilisink. You should have just hit that 3 arrows. We could have done this way faster. Now, this helm here, I can actually equip it because I don't have to do Nightmare now. But this is the helm that I use for Ultra Nightmare and Brutal. It's 600 HP difference. It's obviously less speed because we need less speed. And that's really about it. So, I mean, thanks guys for watching. The run was a success. I never knew if it would be. But, you know, I'd love to hear feedback. Any thoughts on kind of what you think with the setup of the Nightmare run? Do you think it's the helm? It's been fun, guys. It's been a longer video. Stay safe, keep on reading guys, and until the next one, peace out.